My child, change has already begun within you, and the universe is echoing your name in divine light. The pain you went through wasn't your ending, it was your awakening. God never abandoned you. He was just preparing your table in front of your enemies. This season will not break you. It will bless you beyond imagination. When everything seemed silent, heaven was making a plan with your name on it. You are not a mistake. You are the miracle the world has been waiting for. Everything you lost is returning multiplied, pressed down, and overflowing. Don't chase love, money, or peace anymore. They are being delivered to your doorstep by angels. You are not late, not broken, not behind. God has placed you right on time. The universe whispered, I had to shake your world to shift your destiny. You were built for storms, and now you will dance in rainbows. That door that shut in your face was God's way of saving you from disaster. Your tears watered the seeds of blessings that are now breaking through the soil. Heaven is opening, and your name is echoing through realms you cannot see. Divine help is not coming. It has already arrived. You are not cursed. You are chosen. Every sleepless night is being turned into peaceful miracles. The money you need, the healing you desire, the love you crave, it's all aligning for you now. God is not punishing you. He's preparing you for a purpose no one else can carry. Stop worrying about how. It's already done in the spirit realm. When you surrender, you activate universal forces that are waiting for your yes. The pain you hide is the place where your divine calling lives. Change has come, and it begins with your belief. Don't beg for what's already yours. The enemy attacked you not because you were weak, but because you are a threat to darkness. Your financial breakthrough is not coming. It's here. God's timing is not delayed. It's exact, precise, and strategic. People who left you were removed for your elevation. You're being guided to a version of yourself that you've never met, but always dreamed of. You are not who you were last year. A divine reset has begun. God is shifting your name from forgotten to favored. Even the storms that tried to destroy you were under heaven's control. You didn't lose that job. You gained freedom. You didn't lose that person. You gained protection. Every rejection was redirection from divine intelligence. You are divinely aligned, highly favored, and supernaturally protected. Heaven is not just watching. It's working. God's promise doesn't expire just because you're tired. Delay is not denial. It's divine alignment. Change doesn't come with comfort. It comes with calling. You are now walking through doors you didn't even knock on. You're entering rooms where your name was spoken in your absence. The miracle is not around the corner. It's inside you. Faith isn't just believing. It's moving while still unsure. God is not asking you to figure it out, just to follow. You are chosen to carry light where others carry wounds. Angels are not coming. They are surrounding you now. Your ancestors prayed for this moment. Your soul was prepared for this lifetime. Everything is happening for you, not to you. Every spiritual battle was training, not punishment. This is not the end. It's the beginning of divine overflow. You will not just survive, you will shine. Even your silence is creating waves in heaven. The shift is not coming. It has already started. You are now in alignment with abundance. The devil thought he had you. He was wrong. God says, my child, you have no idea what I'm about to do in your life. You cried, you crawled, you prayed, and now it's your season to rise. Heaven is responding to your soul's frequency. You will be known not by what broke you, but by what built you. This pain birthed purpose. This silence birthed wisdom. This waiting birthed strength. You are now a magnet for miracles. God didn't forget. He was forming. Your life is about to surprise you in ways you never imagined. People will wonder how you made it, and you'll say, God did it. This blessing will shock even those who doubted you. You will be paid for every night you wept in silence. Your scars are now your armor. What was meant to break you became your breakthrough. Change didn't come from the outside. It started within your surrender. The divine doesn't miss. Everything is on time, on target, on purpose. Your bank account is catching up with your faith. Your relationships are aligning with your spirit. Your energy is cleansing, clearing, and calling in joy. You are already everything you are trying to become. There is no more begging, only receiving. You are being crowned by God, not just healed. Even your enemies will watch you rise. You are not finished. You are just unfolding. Every battle gave you divine credentials. Your name is written in the scrolls of favor. Your destiny is unshakable because it was written in the stars by God's own hand. This is your glow up. This is your divine compensation. This is your time. Change has come, and it will never leave you again. Your breakthrough is no longer pending. It's processing. Heaven's inbox is full of your prayers, and now the replies are arriving. Your spirit survived what your mind thought would destroy you. Even in your darkest hour, angels were on assignment for you. You are not alone. You are under divine surveillance. Everything that was delayed is now rushing to you with urgency. God didn't forget you. He reserved you for something rare. You are walking into answered prayers you forgot you even prayed. This is not just a change. It's a divine rebirth. Your enemies are confused because favor cannot be stopped. When you thought it was over, God whispered, "Watch what I do next." You were protected from what you wanted because God had something greater. The pain you carried made you magnetic to miracles. This storm didn't come to destroy you. It came to prove who walks with you. Your future is brighter than your fears. The doors are opening because your spirit is now ready to walk through them. Your season of suffering is ending, and your season of overflow is beginning. God is turning your ashes into divine announcements. You are about to be celebrated in the same places you were rejected. There is divine evidence being released with your name on it. Even your confusion was divinely coordinated. You are now the answer to someone else's prayer. Your purpose is not buried. It was just in preparation. God hid you, not to punish you, but to protect you from premature exposure. You were never abandoned. You were being armed. Now, the spotlight of grace is upon you. Miracles are multiplying because your heart stayed faithful. You are no longer the version of you that needed to be rescued. You've become the warrior that others will look up to. Your obedience opened gates that no man can shut. The universe is aligning, shifting, and spinning in your favor. Everything in the spiritual realm is moving because you moved in faith. This is not about luck. This is legacy. The anointing you carry breaks chains. Don't underestimate it. You are now walking in authority, not anxiety. Every trial is now your testimony. The tables have turned, and your name is at the head. You're not starting over. You're starting above. You've paid the price in pain. Now collect in blessings. God didn't forget your sacrifice. He's sending double for your trouble. Your divine season doesn't need applause to be real. You are now attracting only what aligns with your elevation. Toxic ties are breaking because your soul chose growth. You are not going crazy. You are becoming conscious. The clarity you asked for is now replacing confusion. God is replacing struggle with stability. You will never again beg for what was always yours. Even your DNA is vibrating at a higher frequency now. This change is not temporary. It's transformational. You are no longer a prisoner of your past. You are the prophecy of your future. You carry light. You carry purpose. You carry favor. Even heaven has marked this moment as sacred for you. What was lost in years is being returned in moments. You are not rising alone. Your legacy rises with you. There is generational healing flowing through you now. The weight of your trauma is being lifted by divine fire. This is not hype. This is holy. The shift in your spirit is undeniable and irreversible. You are now a channel for change, not chaos. The divine within you is awakening with force. You are no longer seeking permission. You are walking in promise. The world will soon know what heaven already declared. Your peace will be louder than your past pain. No more confusion, only clarity, conviction, and calling. The whispers in your soul were divine instructions. Your intuition is now tuned to God's frequency. Don't shrink. God gave you this stage. Don't doubt. He gave you this destiny. You're not waiting for a sign. You are the sign. The roadblocks are becoming runways. This isn't a coincidence. It's a confirmation. You're entering your no more lack season. You won't have to explain yourself. Your results will speak. Everything that broke you built a bridge to your breakthrough. You're not the victim of delay. You're the vessel of divine timing. This silence was sacred preparation. Your story is not tragic. It's prophetic. Every no was protection in disguise. Every tear was a testimony being born. God's favor is now the force that moves mountains in your life. You are no longer just dreaming. You're manifesting. The divine within you is commanding change all around you. Don't fear the shift. God is the one turning the page. You're stepping into rooms that were once locked tight. Miracles don't follow logic. They follow obedience. This is not the end. It's a holy escalation. You are rising. You are ready. You are chosen. Change has come, and it is permanent. You're no longer who they thought you were. You've been reborn in light. The same people who doubted you will soon need your blessing. Your light irritates their darkness. That's confirmation, not rejection. You don't need validation when heaven has already sealed your name. You are the storm that broke the chains of your family's history. Divine favor is surrounding you like armor. You are not at a dead end. You're at a divine turn. Everything that didn't work was God rerouting your purpose. Stop apologizing for the power you carry. It was heaven sent. You are now rising beyond every label they placed on you. You are not what happened to you. You are what God is doing through you. This version of you is built by grace, not by opinions. The silence you felt was heaven planting seeds under the soil. Now, it's harvest time, and it has your name written on it. The universe is opening portals that no one can close. You are about to experience favor so big, even you will question it. Your struggle was real, but so is your comeback. You are the living proof that God doesn't waste pain. From overlooked to overbooked, your time is now. You're walking in the kind of peace that makes no sense, but comes straight from God. Divine restoration is happening while you sleep. God doesn't play dice with your life. He plans divine masterpieces. The loneliness you felt was isolation for transformation. You were in the dark, but not buried, just planted. Now you rise like a sacred garden in full bloom. The chains are broken. The fear is fading. The light is winning. This is the elevation no one saw coming. Your voice will break generational silence. You were chosen to rewrite the future with divine ink. You are a walking miracle, not a walking mistake. Every cell in your body is aligning with purpose. You no longer fear the unknown. You trust the unseen. This is not survival. It's ascension. The waiting room is now the launch pad. People will wonder how you rose. Tell them grace carried me. You are no longer reacting. You are now responding with purpose. Your healing is contagious. Your faith is magnetic. You are no longer hoping. You are expecting. Heaven is speeding up what man tried to slow down. You don't need to force what's already flowing to you. The divine version of you doesn't beg. It magnetizes. God didn't change the promise. He changed you to receive it. This time, it won't break you. It will bless you. This time, it won't delay. It will deliver. You are now standing in spaces that were built from your suffering. Every crack in your heart is now filled with divine gold. You are more than enough, always have been, always will be. There is power in your pause. There is growth in your grief. There is light in your loss. God uses everything. Don't ask why me. Ask what now? You are being called higher, not for ego, but for impact. This elevation is spiritual, emotional, financial, eternal. Even the heavens are rejoicing at your awakening. You are not falling behind. You are being formed in divine time. God doesn't rush excellence. The oil on your life came from pressure no one saw. You are not just walking into a new season. You're walking into a new dimension. Angels are being assigned to your path daily. No detour can destroy your divine direction. You're not tired. You're transitioning. Your gifts are too powerful to stay hidden. You were not made to fit in. You were made to ignite. The calling on your life is louder than their opinions. You don't need to be understood to be anointed. You are now in flow with divine intelligence. Miracles are responding to your bold faith. You will no longer shrink to make others comfortable. You will no longer settle for crumbs when God prepared a feast. Everything about you is shifting. Your circle, your choices, your calling. No more small thinking. No more fear-based decisions. You are God's masterpiece in progress. Nothing can block what God has built in you. Your atmosphere is changing because your spirit has upgraded. Old battles no longer trigger you. You've outgrown them. You are not repeating cycles. You are breaking them. You are no longer surviving. You're glowing, growing, and going higher. This level requires a new language: gratitude, peace, clarity, trust. God is not done. He's just getting started. What's ahead is bigger than you prayed for. What's coming is more than you can handle, so God will help you carry it. Get ready. The prophecy is becoming reality. The word spoken over you is unfolding now. Every mountain is being moved. Every tear is being turned into territory. This is the evidence of faith. This is the arrival of change. This is your confirmation. Change has come, and it's ushering in a legacy. You are entering a realm where favor speaks louder than fear. The change you feel in your spirit is heaven confirming your new assignment. What used to feel heavy will now feel holy. You are no longer just waiting. You are walking in prophecy. God is sending clarity to every place confusion once lived. Your elevation didn't need permission. It was divinely pre-approved. This chapter is called Restoration Beyond Reason. You are stepping into rooms where you'll be honored, not tolerated. What used to exhaust you will now empower you. You are no longer begging for energy. You are the energy. The promise didn't expire. It's arriving right on divine time. You are in alignment with abundance that eyes have not seen. Even your mistakes are being used as fertilizer for miracles. You will be celebrated in the same places you were silenced. Heaven is accelerating what the enemy tried to delay. You are not waiting on God. God is waiting on your yes. The moment you chose to believe, the shift began. You are not here to play small. You were born to shift generations. Every day you wake up, angels are assigned to your name. You are no longer a seeker. You are a vessel. What was stolen from you is returning with interest. Divine payback is being delivered to your doorstep. The weight of worry is lifting, and peace is taking its place. You are not broken. You are battle-tested. God is using your story as a template for transformation. This isn't karma. It's kingdom compensation. You cried, but you didn't quit, and now heaven is responding. You are stronger than your scars, wiser than your wounds. You were never forgotten. You were being forged. The winds are changing, and they're blowing in your direction. You are stepping out of survival and into supernatural success. The new you no longer fits the old spaces. You don't have to prove your worth. Your existence proves it. God is turning your mourning into movement. You are more powerful than your problems. You're not just chosen, you're trusted. What you lost in the last season, God is multiplying in this one. This is your miracle moment. No more begging, bargaining, or burnout, only blessing. The people who walked away were part of the pruning. What remains now is pure. You are attracting what aligns with your healed self. No longer drained, now divinely fueled. This peace didn't come from the world. It came from above. God didn't change the plan. He changed your perspective. You are now operating in purpose, not panic. This stillness is strategy. Heaven is about to place you in a position that makes no sense, but changes everything. Don't be surprised when things shift overnight. You are in your suddenly season. Your obedience is opening floodgates. You've passed the test, now comes the testimony. Your heart is being filled with light where pain used to live. You are not weak for feeling. It made you real. Your glow now comes from survival and surrender. The power you carry is not pride, it's divine placement. You are heaven's answer to a generational cry. You no longer need to hustle. Your anointing draws what's meant for you. The divine has removed distractions so you can focus on your destiny. This level will require you to walk in silence and strike in faith. You are not here to chase, you are here to channel. The world is about to witness your transformation. The delay was divine. It created depth. Now comes delivery. You are being upgraded in secret before being unveiled in public. God hid you for a reason. Now He's about to highlight you. Every no you heard was protection dressed as rejection. This favor doesn't fade, it multiplies. You are unlocking doors that no man can close. Your presence is power. Your path is protected. Your promise is unfolding. There's a spiritual deposit being made in your soul right now. God is not punishing you. He's positioning you. Let go of the timeline. Trust the divine design. You are not running out of time. You're entering your appointed time. Everything lost in the fire is being returned in gold. You are crossing a threshold of unstoppable blessings. This shift cannot be explained. It can only be experienced. You are now magnetic to miracles. You will go from waiting to witnessing, from pressure to power, from confusion to calling. This is your season of divine proof. You are walking in rooms built by your obedience. The favor on your life is no longer quiet, it's loud and undeniable. Your journey was not wasted, it was woven. You are not chasing peace, you are living in it. The energy you carry now cannot be manipulated. You are vibrating too high for fear to reach. This frequency is where financial overflow lives. This frequency is where divine contracts are signed. You are now flowing in faith, not force. Change didn't knock, it moved in, and it brought heaven's blueprint with it. This is your rebirth, your rise, your reign. Change has come, and it's crowned you. My child, you've walked through moments where it seemed nothing moved, where the weight of waiting pressed into your soul like unrelenting winter. But I have seen every silent cry, every step, where your feet dragged forward through fogs of doubt and fatigue. And now I say to you with the fullness of my voice, this is your season, not tomorrow. Not after some invisible benchmark is met. Now I have declared a new beginning over you, and my words do not return empty. I have woven transformation into the very soil beneath your feet, and it is already responding to my command. The barren spaces you have carried within you are awakening. What felt like delay was preparation. What felt like denial was me shaping your roots so they could hold the weight of what's coming. There's a shift happening around you and within you. Even now, though you may not yet see it with your natural eyes, but I am the God who breathes life where there was none, who brings rivers through deserts and raises what has fallen into something greater than before. I'm not asking you to understand how it will unfold. I'm asking you to believe me. This transformation is not small, and it is not cosmetic. It reaches into the depths of who you are, redefining, restoring, realigning every part of your being with the design I wrote before you were born. You have not missed it. You have not disqualified yourself. There is no mistake that has written you out of my plans. If only you could see how I have held your story in my hands all along, guarding the parts you thought were wasted. The pain that threatened to unravel you became the very place where my power has rooted deepest. Even your waiting has been sacred to me. Every moment that felt empty was pregnant with what I was nurturing in silence. The transformation I am bringing now will reveal what your eyes could not yet recognize, that I never left you. Not even for a breath. You are not being rebuilt with what was broken. I am creating something entirely new. This is not a return to who you once were. This is the unveiling of who you are becoming through me. That heaviness, you've carried the ache of promises unfulfilled. I am lifting it now. I am not giving you a temporary relief, but a complete renewal. Your heart will know freedom again. Joy will rise in places where sorrow lingered too long. I am restoring what was stolen, but I'm also adding what you never imagined possible. My transformation doesn't simply restore, it multiplies. This is why I call you to trust me, not because the path will always feel smooth, but because my hand never leaves yours. Trust does not require clarity. It requires surrender. Let go of the timelines you've built in your mind. Release the comparisons that have tormented your peace. This is your season, not based on what others see, but based on what I've declared. Heaven has moved on your behalf, and nothing can stop what I have ordained. You will not only step into newness, you will become it. The change will not be skin deep. It will mark every thought, every relationship, every breath. Can you sense it beginning? Even now, I'm softening the ground beneath you. Things that felt hardened are yielding. I'm surrounding you with favor, orchestrating connections and open doors in the unseen. I have gone before you. Your transformation is not dependent on your strength, but on my spirit. I am not watching from afar. I am in it with you. Every step forward is infused with my power. You do not have to force your growth. You only have to stay close to me. I will carry you through what you cannot yet carry yourself. You are not who you were. You are not who you feared you'd become. You are mine, and I am unfolding your life with precision and beauty. This season will testify of my faithfulness in a way that nothing before it has. And as you begin to see the fruits of this transformation, you will know it was not luck, not timing, not coincidence. It was me. It was always me. You have waited long under skies that seemed silent. You have walked roads where each step felt like it echoed into nothingness, where prayers felt like whispers into the wind. But I have been listening. I have watched every moment. I have gathered each tear, marked every sigh, and heard what words failed to express. You have not been forgotten, not for a single second. I have held your heart close even when it trembled with uncertainty. And now I declare to you, this is your season, not in some distant tomorrow, not once you've done more or proven yourself worthy. No, beloved, now in this very hour, I have appointed transformation to rise around you, and I am calling you to step into it. This is not the season of delay. This is not the time of wandering. This is the moment when what I have spoken over you begins to come alive. You may feel like the same person who stumbled through yesterday, but I see the roots of something new already pressing through the surface. I see what you cannot yet see. I am the one who causes seeds to grow in hidden places, who waters dry ground until it breaks into blossom. Your life is not stagnant. It has been ripening. And now, I am lifting the veil, parting what has obscured your vision, and revealing the first light of what I've been preparing all along. You are standing in the first breath of a divine unfolding, and the air around you is thick with promise, not empty words, not fragile hope. My words spoken from eternity will not return void. And what I have spoken over your life is this. It is your season to rise, not because you earned it, not because you did everything right, but because I am faithful, because my plans are not fragile, because my grace reaches deeper than your flaws, your delays, your moments of faltering. I am not limited by what limited you. I am not ashamed of your past, nor am I threatened by your doubts. I am God, and when I declare a new season, nothing can resist the change it brings, not even the parts of you that still feel afraid. So let the fear fall. Let it dissolve in the warmth of my love. You don't need to carry it into this next chapter. It has no place here. What's ahead of you is built on different ground. You have wrestled through long nights, through disappointments that threaten to shape your identity. You've had to let go of things you once thought were promises, not realizing I was pruning what couldn't carry you where I was taking you. I know it hurt. I know it felt like loss, but now you will begin to see the wisdom behind the waiting. You will understand that I was not withholding from you. I was protecting what I was building in you. The foundation had to be deep. The roots had to be strong. And now that they are, you are ready to hold what I am pouring out. This transformation is not a surface change. It is not a cosmetic renewal. It is a holy reworking of your very identity. You are not merely being restored to what you once were. You are becoming someone you have never been before, someone who walks in authority and peace and clarity and joy. The old limitations are breaking. The old lies are losing their grip. I'm touching places in your heart that you locked away long ago, places you thought were too broken to heal, and I am saying, live again. I am speaking life into the soil of your soul, and what was dormant is beginning to stir. There is nothing accidental about this moment. You didn't stumble here. You were led every detour, every silence, every delay. I used it, even the things that were never part of my will. I have woven into a tapestry that leads to this moment, and now I invite you to lift your head and look with new eyes. Can you sense the shift in the atmosphere? It may still look like winter, but beneath the frost, the soil is moving. It may still feel quiet, but in the silence I am speaking in ways your spirit is beginning to recognize. Transformation doesn't always come with thunder. Sometimes it begins with a whisper that says, now. I know the voice of doubt still lingers. I know the weight of what you've carried doesn't disappear in a day, but trust me, when I say the grip of the past is loosening, my spirit is moving, and I'm not asking you to make the change happen. I'm asking you to surrender to it. Let me do the heavy lifting. Let me pull you forward. All I ask is that you lean into me, rest in me. Let my words be louder than your fear. Let my promises be your anchor. When the winds of uncertainty rise, I am not promising an absence of struggle. I am promising presence, mine always with you, always guiding, always surrounding you with favor. This is your season. This is not a borrowed hope or a passing moment. This is a divine appointment. You are not here by chance. You are not hearing this by accident. My timing is never off. You were made for this season, and this season has been crafted with you in mind. The transformation is already beginning, and as you begin to walk in it, you will discover strength. You didn't know you had peace. That doesn't make sense. Joy that runs deeper than circumstance. And through it all, I will be with you, not watching from a distance, but walking beside you, speaking life into every step you're stepping into something sacred. This is not just a new chapter. This is a divine unveiling, and you, my beloved, are the masterpiece being revealed. There is a sacred weight to the turning of a season, and I want you to feel the gravity of what is happening in your spirit. Now, this is not a minor adjustment or a subtle shift. This is a divine reorientation. I'm taking the pieces of your life, those scattered, unfinished fragments that you struggled to fit together, and I'm rearranging them according to my design. You have tried to make sense of the delays, the denials, and the doors that wouldn't open. But now you will see that nothing was wasted. What felt like rejection was divine redirection. What looked like silence was the sound of me reshaping the very architecture of your destiny. I was not absent in those quiet spaces. I was working in ways your natural eyes could not perceive. I am drawing you deeper into alignment, not with the version of you shaped by fear or scarcity, but with the person I have always known you to be. My vision of you has never been clouded. I've seen past the masks you've worn, past the moments you doubted your own worth, and I have never wavered in my love for you. You've measured yourself against standards that were never mine, judged yourself through lenses that distorted the truth. But I'm removing those filters now. I'm clearing your vision so you can see what I've always seen, a child worth redeeming, restoring and empowering. There's a quiet power in surrender, and that is what I am calling you into now. Not the kind of surrender that feels like giving up, but the kind that feels like finally exhaling. You don't need to strive to become what I've already declared you are. You are not becoming my child. You already are. You are not earning my favor. You already have it. You are not proving your value. You are living from it. Transformation begins not when you do more, but when you believe deeper. When you stop trying to qualify yourself and start resting in the truth that I chose you before you ever said yes to me. There will be moments in this season when the transformation I bring feels unfamiliar, even uncomfortable. That's not because something is wrong. It's because you're growing beyond what you were once told was possible. You're breaking agreements with shame. You're stepping outside the definitions others gave you. And that kind of freedom can feel strange at first, but don't retreat. Don't try to shrink back into old patterns that once felt safe, but kept you bound. I'm with you in the discomfort. I am your comfort in the unfamiliar. And I'm not simply leading you out. I'm anchoring you in something far greater. Your identity is being restored to its divine origin, no longer rooted in performance comparison or fear, but anchored in truth. I'm teaching you how to hear my voice above all others, to listen not for affirmation from the world, but confirmation from my spirit. This is where the real transformation takes root. Not just in your circumstances, but in how you see yourself, how you speak about yourself, and how you walk forward each day. You're not a product of your past. You're a revelation of my future. When you align with my view of you, everything changes. You stop tolerating what was never meant for you. You begin to walk with boldness, not arrogance, but holy confidence, because you know whose you are. You begin to love with compassion, not to earn love back, but because you are overflowing with it. You forgive more easily, not because it didn't hurt, but because you are no longer living chained to the offense. This is what transformation looks like. Not polished perfection, but holy wholeness. So if you still feel broken, let me remind you, brokenness in my hands becomes beauty. I do not discard what is cracked. I fill it with glory. I am not ashamed of the places in you that still need healing. I draw near to them. I touch them with tenderness. I pour my spirit into the cracks until what once felt like a wound becomes a well. Do not fear the process. You are not being dismantled. You are being refined. And in this season, as you step more fully into the person I've called you to be, you'll notice something shifting in the way you move through the world. Peace will guide you. Where anxiety once reigned, joy will rise even when circumstances fluctuate. Clarity will come where confusion used to dwell. These are not emotional highs, they are the evidence of transformation. You are no longer living at the mercy of the external. You are rooted in the eternal. I live in you, and my life within you is unshakable. You don't have to understand every step to trust where I'm taking you. I'm not asking for your clarity. I'm asking for your courage. Trust that I, who began this work in you, will bring it to completion. Trust that every part of you is known, loved, and purposed. Trust that what I am building will outlast every storm and will bear fruit that blesses more than just your life. You are part of something bigger than you can yet comprehend, but I see it clearly, and it's beautiful. You've questioned your timing. You've wondered if you were late, if you missed the opportunity, if somehow the door closed while you were still fumbling with the key. But hear me clearly. Now my timing for your life is perfect. There's not been a single delay that I did not allow for your good. Even what felt like standing still was a crucial part of your becoming. You do not see what I see. You look at your life through the lens of time, counting days and years, but I dwell beyond time. I am not measuring you by the pace of others. I am shaping you for what only you can carry, and some of the most sacred callings require seasons of hidden preparation. You have not been overlooked. You have been preserved. There is a sacredness in the waiting that few understand until they emerge from it. You thought you were losing time, but you were gaining depth. You were being refined in silence, strengthened where no one could applaud. You tested where no one could see. And now because you allowed me to do that hidden work, you are ready, not just for the blessing, but for the responsibility that comes with it, ready to steward what I place in your hands, not with pride, but with humility. Your transformation was never just for you. I have been preparing you to carry something for others too, to be a vessel of healing, of light, of truth. Do not mourn what you think you lost. Nothing is lost in my kingdom. Even the years you thought were wasted, I redeem them. Even the time you think was stolen, I restore it. The fruit of your obedience will come, not just in personal breakthrough, but in how your life begins to echo my voice to those around you. You are not stepping into success, you are stepping into purpose, and that purpose carries power, not because of your effort, but because it's aligned with my will. What you build in this season will not crumble. What you touch in this season will bear eternal weight. But you must trust my pace. Transformation is not rushed. What I am doing in you is not a performance. It is a process, and in every part of it, I am close, I see. When the waiting wears on you, when the patience grows thin, when the doubts begin to whisper again. But I am not dissuaded by your weakness. I am drawn to it. For when you are weak, my strength shines the brightest. I did not choose you for your perfection. I chose you because you are mine, and I will never abandon what I have claimed as my own. There are still things you don't understand, questions that haven't been answered. That's okay. I'm not asking you to solve every mystery. I'm asking you to stay near proximity to me. Is your peace? Closeness to me is your clarity. You've been searching for direction, trying to figure out which way to go, but the map you need is not a list of instructions. It's me. I am the way. When you walk with me, you will not miss the turn. When you rest in me, you will not wander in vain. The answers you seek will unfold as you move forward in obedience, not before. So do not despise the small beginnings. Do not dismiss the quiet steps I'm in, the subtle and the slow and the steady. My kingdom often grows like a seed, hidden beneath the surface, watered in silence until suddenly it breaks through with life. And just like that, the thing you thought would never change will bloom. Suddenly, the door will open. Suddenly, the healing will come. Suddenly, the way will clear. But that suddenly moment is built on 1,000 unseen yesterdays of trust. And you, my beloved, have trusted well, even when you didn't feel strong. That matters to me. That moves me. What I'm about to do will feel like acceleration. But it is only the visible part of what has been happening all along. You have been in motion even when you felt still. You have been growing even when you felt numb. I have been moving mountains on your behalf, arranging divine alignments, preparing hearts and circumstances to receive you at the exact moment you arrive. Nothing about this season is random. Everything has been orchestrated with care. Do not be surprised by favor. Do not hesitate. When doors swing wide, walk through them with the confidence of one who is sent, not just someone who was lucky to arrive. You're not stumbling into blessing. You're walking in it with intention. I'm placing you where your voice will carry weight, where your presence will shift atmospheres, where your obedience will ripple into lives you haven't even met. Yet, this is the impact of your transformation. It is not just for your comfort. It is for my glory, and you will know it's me, because the peace that surrounds it will be unlike anything you could manufacture. You won't have to force it, chase it, or beg for it. It will flow, because that's what happens when you move in rhythm with me. I'm not only changing your life, I'm changing how you experience life. The striving ends here, the fear breaks here, the delay is over. This is your season, and I'm leading you through it step by step. The transformation I am bringing into your life is not limited to external change. It reaches the depths of your emotions, your beliefs, your patterns of thought. There are parts of your heart that have long carried the scars of old fears, voices that told you who you were, not moments that branded you with false names, unworthy, forgotten, unloved. But I have never spoken those words over you. I have never looked at you through the lens of your mistakes or your wounds. I have always seen the original design, the image of you I held before the world ever touched you. And now I am calling that version of you forward. I am awakening what trauma tried to silence. I'm resurrecting what sorrow tried to bury. Do not resist.